Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome into another video, but office. Today we're going to discuss about the Freehold boost and what is the most efficient route for rogues and how to boost your customers. I mean, pretty much we're gonna talk about cooldowns, how to survive certain deaths and stuff for the tricks that I have obtained over a lot of runs that I have done in Freehold myself. So anyway guys, if you have any questions about this, let me know down in the comments. And also on the start, this is not gonna talk about talents, gear or anything like that. I will make separate video tomorrow where I'm gonna talk about optimization and talents and all that stuff about rogues to do Freehold boosting. This will be only for the route and how to pull all these things and how to go around doing the most efficient, Freehold run, basically. So let's just go with it and you're gonna understand on the way. So first thing you want to have is like, I mean, here is the point where I I'm pre-pot. You should know already, like, if you want to go through this route, you should already know your talents, traits, consumables and all those things, I'm just gonna go through it. Prolonged power is what I use as consumable. Ghost elixir is what I use for as a flask, and that is pretty much all of consumables. I don't use anything else. Now let's just go. Prolonged power here, I haven't used elixir already, so I'm just gonna use it now and then start spamming your poisons. Now I'm gonna go with my Mouseover macro. You need Mouseover macro for Rupture. You need about 4 to oops, I forgot sprint. So yeah, you sprint here, of course, and then you want to use shadow melt here, shadow step there, and then another Rupture here, and then you want to use cloaks of shadows here. Very strongly advise. Kidney shot this guy because Sefu's secret has to proc. Okay, and then just go around and kite them around. You see, already have two debuffs. I was talking about this, in the boosting video that I've done about Freehold. I was talking about how important this. Oh my god, I want to die, please. Ooh, this is very fun. You see? But yeah, vampiric speed starts kicking in, these guys are dying even through like 3 debuffs or something. You saw it started healing me a lot. But this is like leech, most of the time leech is healing me here. Like I have 16% of leech. Leeching poison and siphoning on the weapons is what I use, so that is why I have a lot of leech, right? You want to have, as I said, 5 garrots around the target so you can have enough energy regeneration to keep spamming your Fan of Knives, which is deadly, because as you can see my damage done, guys. Echoing Blades does 49% of the damage, and that comes from Fan of Knives, and that is a trait that you need to have 3 times, so that is the requirement for Rogue, actually. And then you have Deadly Poison, because Master Poisoner, and then Rupture, the dot. That's pretty much all my damage, so Echoing Blades, you need to have enough energy to just spam. So you need 4, 5 actually minimum Ruptures, but you want to have as many as you can. Then use Kidney Shot, use your defensive cooldown, stay there and face tank them. If you have enough damage, I mean gear, you can do that. But in some of the next videos, I'm gonna make like the minimum possible rogue that you can do this with, and how you can do that with that rogue as well. So let's just move on. After this, you want to pre-pot here, jump in the middle area, pre-pot like a little ninja you are, and then Rupture this guy, then sprint up. You're gonna have the sprint back here for sure, I'm pretty sure. If not, you can just shadow step on some of these fellas. See, I'm just gonna go pull this all. Ooh, some donkey there. Alright. Then we're gonna use evasion here, of course. Use my there, Sefu's, everything. Let's go. Now this is the point where you have 3 seconds to do something significant with your life, or else you're going to die. So you want to spam as much Fan of Knives as possible, get your damage as high as you can. As you can see, I'm getting up to like 55,000, 56,000. I think my maximum having like around 70,000 here. When I use like Bloodlust, I mean, it's useful to have drums, Guys, don't be tight with your money. You're getting paid a lot for this shit, so just buy yourself like drums or something. Sometimes, using drums. If the boostee is a mage or shaman or something, you can ask him, yo man, can you bloodlust in the next pull? And he might be able to do that. But if you don't have any of those, don't save yourself. I mean, using drums on some of the biggest pulls. One of those biggest pulls is this one and the last one, which, I mean, the one before the last one. We're gonna talk about that later. So, as you can see, these pulls require me around 50 seconds. And then I have like about 10 seconds to run between the pulls. Everything, like all the 5 pulls are done in 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and then you have like 20 seconds to go back, reset and go in. So it's about 6 minutes, if you do this properly and optimally. I'm not optimal 100%, maybe someone will do this better, but these are the things that I wanted to show you with. So prolonged power here, I just go spamming the Ruptures, just go around, sprint yourself up. There we go, Rupture, Mouseover, macro Rupture. Rupture. I have it on my mouse button, so I just like go around and click it. Pull this guy as well, because if your boosty is close and he wants to pass later, the patrol might fuck him up. So just make sure you clean the way for the guy. Now this is the point where I want to say something really important. If you get stunned like that, ever, this is the point where you want to use Cloaks of Shadows as well. So there, let me just use my Cephus. You want to spam them now, you know, you used already Cloaks of Shadows, you don't have any debuffs on you, you have 2 now, well, that's scary. These brown patches, if you are on those brown patches, when the duelist finished the stun, you see this duelist, he was charging duelist stun. If he gets you, you're stunned. If you get stunned, and you're in a bad position, I wasn't in a really that bad position there, but if you get stunned and you're in a bad position, you're dead. That is 80% of the time, so I was kind of lucky there. But and also, if you get rooted like this, you see when I vanish and I continue spamming, they're still coming back to me. So this is the next tip I want to say here. Guys, I have done insane amount of times here because I got rooted. I couldn't really figure out what I have to do, man. Like, there is no way. You get rooted out of nothing, you know. They throw a trap under, you don't see it. It's bug, I don't know what it is. You get rooted, you get stunned, you're dead. You know, and then you know, the boosty is like, oh my god, this guy fucking died. Are you serious? And this is guy's booster? You know, in order to avoid that, you want to prevent as many deaths as you can. So this is one of the situations where I give you this life-saving tip: vanish. And then spam Fan of Nice. As soon as you vanish, you just vanish and spam Fan of Nice again. They don't evade, they're just gonna like start running and then they'll come back to you on the same health, so they'll not also recuperate. So vanish is really a lifesaver sometimes when you get like rooted or something. So that's just one tip that I want to say. I'm gonna pre-pot here. Apply, these are just 3 guys. I'm just gonna apply like 3 combo Rupture. Then I want to shadow step on this guy, apply Rupture, and then sprint here, not before, not later. Sprint on the stairs, because you want to pull those. Ooh, well, this is where I failed. You want to pull this guy on the way, and then just continue sprinting, and you should not allow this to happen, right? I have 2 debuffs on me. 2 debuffs on me, that is... Okay, evasion here, evasion for sure. Just gonna apply some Ruptures, because as you can see, I'm energy starving as hell right now. Alright, we're gonna have to improvise, otherwise this is the route, you know, you go around the house here and you just, ooh, okay, this is really interesting, because I mean, on the video you need to handle the situations best you can, so this is very nice because I got recorded while something goes bad, you know. If everything goes flawlessly, then you don't learn anything really. But here, as you can see, I kept on running away from them, but still hitting them with my Fan of Knives. You know, you have crippling poison applied to them, so they're really slow, and you're kind of faster because I have, you know, the... Now I can use Cephus here with my kidney, just so I can get some more energy from my Ruptures, because the more haste you have, the Rupture ticks faster, the more energy you get. So, and also, yeah, and also you get more energy regeneration because of the haste. So Cephus helps on so many levels you don't have ideas. So that's why I use Cephus and my boots. Mobility and haste, all I need, dude. The more Fan of Nice you cast, the more damage you do, so haste is really your friend, especially when it's on use, basically, on every 30 seconds. You have like a mini heroism, or bloodlust, or whatever, so it's pretty useful. Now I'm going up here, trying to loot these guys, even though it's fail. So yeah, first pull, Cloaks of Shadows, second pull, evasion, third pull, as you can see, I use Cloaks of Shadows. Here is the time for evasion, so you need to play around those cooldowns. If you sometimes in some pull you have to use evasion as well to survive, use it. That means that on the next pull you need to do everything possible in your way, I mean in your like kit or something, to survive the best you can without using any cooldown. That is possible, I have done numerous times, you know. You cannot die basically even if you're not running with cooldowns. All you have to do is just use the crippling poison and use the movement you have from your Cephus and from your boots, you know. You just slow them and keep distance and spam Fan of Knives, and that allows you to survive. You don't have to really have the cooldowns, but if you want to make it as smooth as possible, as fast as possible, because it's very nice to have evasion for 8 seconds, all on them are on you. You spam Fan of Knives, you do like 60,000, 70,000 DPS, you get them down in 30 seconds instead of 50, you know, so you save 20 seconds there. You know, it's convenient because it saves you time and earns you more gold on the long run. So, you know, just wanted to mention. Anyway, here is where I usually would, you know, since I've kind of failed this pull, usually this pull was supposed to go, man, I cannot go up. So usually this pull was supposed to go, you sprint here, then you go up to here, you poison knife these guys, so you know, poison knife, the range stuff. Poison knife these guys and then just straight run here. I usually on my way with my mouse over macro, I just rupture whoever I can target first, so I just do this with mouse. And just go here and hide behind the wall because they cannot harpoon back if you reach here on time. I didn't because I failed to use poison knife on these guys. And then they harpooned me back and you see it goes downhill from there. Just try to avoid that shit. So that's one trick that I want to tell you. If you sprint here, you're gonna have enough time to go here and go behind the house and probably up to here. If you use it before, like usually I sometimes do mistake, I use it here, I don't get to this point and then I get harpooned back, so it makes it harder. Just wanted to point that stuff out. This is the one before the last pull, and then what I want to do is here, since I've killed all these groups, this is what I do usually. I go up to here and then I just pre-pot and I pull this. I don't have to pre-pot now because there is like 3 groups left. I killed everything pretty much with this kind of mistake there. So I go here and then there is a group here that sometimes you're gonna see. I just poison knife that group and then go up here as fast as you can. This will be a clusterfuck because these guys will pull you, then these guys will pull you, and it will be quite a clusterfuck, so you gotta be ready for it. But as soon as you apply like 4 of your ruptures, you should be safe, you know. There we go. You see, they don't apply debuff for healing, so all you have to do literally here is just damage. So I'm gonna use a fuse here, and as you can see, my energy starts growing really high and my damage really high. And then I use Crimson Tempest. As you can see, really rarely, especially if you get in trouble, you're gonna use Crimson Tempest, because usually you want to have either Ruptures up and you're starving for energy, or you want to spam Fan of Knives so you don't really have global cooldown nor the energy for Crimson Tempest. So if you do the mistake of getting greedy and be like, oh, I'm gonna get 70,000, mom, get the camera, Crimson Tempest in the wrong time, you're going to die. So that's why, you know, there was close call a couple situations there, so I didn't really use Crimson Tempest. But if you did, it would have done a little bit more damage, but it's not worth risking dying in order to use it, you know. It's a nice tool to have. If you, since I'm explaining right now, I cannot really focus 100% on my gameplay, and that is something that I probably need to work on in some you know, like future somehow. But if I like focusedly do this stuff, I would not have done those mistakes, and it would have probably went smooth as fuck. But it's good to do mistakes, because now you see, I get to explain you a lot of the things that can go wrong and how you can fix them. I got rooted there, I show you how you can get out of it. Then I got some, you know, trouble there with getting harpooned back. I told you how to go through if you get, you know, in bad position, but also, and here by the way, after you're finished with these 2 pulls here, die to this boss, and then you go out. That's how you literally reset and tell the boosty come and die, and then he gets to come to you and dies. So yeah, then you release spirit, you get in the front of the dungeon, and then you go out and reset. There is a macro that you can do for resetting dungeon that I'm going to post in the description below, so that, you know, can save you some time. But on this I do not have, so I'm just gonna click it like this. That's the route. Now I just want to make some additional comments to why I have taken the route of recording the video this way. So you see, I want to give you an exact Freehold run, so you can see real time what are the mistakes that one can make, what other things can go wrong, and how to fix them, you know. By surviving that route, you're gonna know, okay, you know, just keep in mind, vanish for route, cool, I can, you know, and then go there and yeah, evasion there, shadow step here, you know, like go sprint here, you know, those little tricks can save you hours that, you know, took me to figure out why I'm dying on this spot, how can I overcome not getting killed by these mobs, you know. So those little things, like use the sprint here, not here, not here, you know, just use it exactly here so you have the time exactly to do this, or use vanish here, or use cloaks of shadows here, save evasion for the next time. You need to be aware of that stuff, and also you need to be aware that crippling poison exists in this world, you know. They have crippling poison on them. That means that you're running a lot faster than them. So if you get in a really low health, you have 4 poisons on you, you don't want to use evasion, because the next, you know, pull will be kind of fucked. So if you want to save on your evasion, you have 4 stacks, you're on 20%, and you're running for your life. You just keep in mind that you can just keep on spamming Fan of Knives and run back, you know, they are slower than you, you can just run, you know. You don't have to stay facing them, oh fuck, I'm dead. Don't give up, that's what I'm trying to say. Rogue has a lot of damage, Rogue has a lot of things in his survival kit, so that's something that can save your life in a lot of situations. And that's pretty much all. Now, in the next video I want to discuss a little bit about optimization gear, how to get the fastest gear possible, or just what consumables to use, how to avoid certain things with making mistakes about enchants and all that stuff. So that's pretty much what I'm going to cover in the next video. But guys, thank you all for watching this one. If you have anything to add at all, let me know down in the comments below. If you like the video, feel free to like it. It helps out the channel. And also, if you like to watch more of this stuff or more World of Warcraft stuff, make sure to subscribe. And also, just at the end, I want to keep the best for the last. Thank you to all the Patreons for supporting the channel. Guys, you've been amazing. We're growing up really strong there. And also, I'm gonna be posting update for my UI as well on Patreon soon. So thank you guys for your support. You mean a lot. You know, your support means a lot to me and keeps me going. So guys, see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching. Stay cool. Let me just give you the Baro fist, and guys, much love, no homo, and see you in the next one. Over and off.